Do you think this baby is, well, actually you can tell by the title, but you can tell, look at that lovely baby. So cute. Okay, so yeah, unvaccinated, they're saying you're quite right. I kind of gave it away in the title, but first of all, tell everyone your name.
My name's Kayla.
And who's this?
This is Rory. He's 6 months old.
And no, has he had the vitamin K? Absolutely nothing whatsoever.
Nothing.
And you're feeding him yourself?
Yes, breastfed.
Oh, you're so clever. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really strong, peeps.
He is.
They're saying he's adorable. They're sending you hearts.
Aww.
Everyone's very happy for you. Someone wrote, I love Rory. I don't know. You got a fan club.
You do.
Yes. He's kind of staring at me like, who are you and where am I? Okay, let's talk about you first, because you're not vaccinated, baby, is largely due to the fact that you talk about what happened. How old are you? Do you mind me asking?
I'll be 28 this month.
28.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so tell us what happened to you as when you got injured by vaccines, or what happened.
I mean, I had a few vaccines growing up. My parents were not adamant vaxxers, but they were required for school. I remember not feeling well a lot of the time growing up, but I didn't know why. And it wasn't until I got married and started trying to have kids and was dealing with infertility that I found out that I have an autoimmune disease, Hashimoto's, which is pretty common, hypothyroidism. And so, but around that time, my older siblings had stopped vaccinating their kids and were telling me about it. And so, after researching, and I can't say for a fact that a vaccine caused my autoimmune disease, but I have no doubt after reading just the ingredients in vaccines, looking at the vaccines I received and how they can affect your body. So I just have no doubt, and that's just not something that my husband and I just want to take the risk of for our child. So, but yeah, I haven't dealt with infertility now, but that was after I got rid of synthetic medications and started actually looking at true health, that I ended up getting pregnant without all of that.
So do you have any idea the vaccines that you actually got?
I got the MMR and one of the hepatitis vaccines.
Someone's saying Hep B side effects could be there. Some of the symptoms you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just quoting the peeps as how I can see them.
Yeah.
But you didn't have Gardasil?
I didn't have Gardasil. That wasn't out. I mean, it came out. It wasn't out for when I was in school. So that I can.
So that played a big part in
my decision.
Your decision. And what about the father? Because this is actually, peeps. Do you mind me talking about your other
go
child?
ahead.
So this is actually her second child. But do you want to talk about your little girl? It's not vaccine related, this, peeps.
She, so when we were going through fertility issues, we got pregnant on fertility meds with a little girl, and we found out that she had trisomy 13, and she passed away.
Can you mind explaining what that means?
So trisomy 13 is where you have an extra 13th chromosome, which isn't. When you learn about MTHFR, like genetic things, those are things that can be pronounced. My husband, growing up, had some different. When he was born, he had to have surgery on his skull. So there's just a lot of genetic stuff that I think play a part in that. But she ended up passing away. So it was after that then I really honed in on my health, and but we weren't going to vaccinate her. We didn't have any issues with him being threatened, but with her we did, and so I went in with him very much mama bear, because I wasn't gonna go through that again. But yeah, so she passed away, and he's a miracle.
How old
baby.
was she when she passed away?
She was only 30 minutes old, so I got to hold her I had to have emergency C-section, but my pregnancy with him was perfect. I didn't have one thing wrong. Everything was great. But
by the way, just so you know, they are sending you a lot of love.
Oh, thank you.
And they're very sorry.
Thank you. So it was very hard.
But you, a cheeky little monkey.
He is.
He's like staring me at, like, do you want to fight?
He's a big boy.
Yeah, you're big. You're going to be one of those big football players, aren't you? Something's going down.
20 pounds. He's a big boy.
He's huge. Look at that, peeps. Baby Zilla. Yes, you are big. And you are alert. And your eyes are not wonky. They're completely straight.
But really, like, I knew about vaccines for a while, but after watching the videos and everything, and I'm just thankful for all the people who continue, who I know who have had children who are injured, but just go on and they continue to try to warn people and not want that to happen to my baby, you know, and I appreciate that.
So how much of the stories, because you watch the stories and you know you're also a big organizer of what's going to happen tomorrow, you're part of all the Vaxxed team, you're part of, what's the organization called here?
Tennessee Vaccine Freedom. We have a private community on Facebook, and then we also have a public page where we try to post information for the public, and I've helped with the Tennessee Coalition for Vaccine Choice, and so
we really appreciate you, because you don't have to do this. You could just go and live your life with this beautiful boy and go and have more babies, and you could just, so you could just go and live. You don't have to put yourself on the line for our children or for the future unborn, and we so appreciate people like you doing that.
I don't feel like I do enough, but I care about people, and I'm like just a truth seeker. I don't care what the truth is. I just want truth, and I want other people to know the truth, and and I care about them, and that's my motivation. But I'm really thankful, and I thank God for sending me the right people to help me protect my family, and for all the support. And there's a lot of really great people that are working hard to keep our laws secure, that we don't have to vaccinate, and that's our goal. So yeah, that's
someone's just saying, but Polly, I get what you're saying. You do have to help because it's the future generations. I get that, and I agree with you. You do, but you don't. You kind of mean. Do you know what I mean? You could just be one of those people say, "This isn't my problem,"
right?
Because I know,
right?
And that's what I'm probably trying to say. I didn't phrase that very well. What I'm trying to say is we're so grateful that you care. Because if everybody did, this thing would be over. Yeah, and you are just almost like, I'm not used to a baby like you. You're so strong, you're almost frightening me. Yes, I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know so what do you do? Do you go to a pediatrician or do you not?
We go to a family doctor who is very supportive of parental choice and things. So thankfully there are some like that around here.
I want to just eat this tummy. Look at this tummy. Yes, other people want to eat your tummy too.
Look at your tummy.
Do you go to a family doctor? I'm trying to concentrate, but he's not.
So I've tried to avoid pediatricians, even though I know there are some that are a little bit more supportive. I just prefer the family doctor because she's great. So that's who we go to.
You are perfect. You are just perfect. You know what he is? It's almost making a little bit too emotional here, sitting here. No idea why. But what he is you're a young mum. You've worked it out. Unfortunately, you had to get injured yourself. You've worked it out. We all know watching that he's going to have the most amazing life because he's not going to have autism. He's not, peeps. It's a fact. Deal with it, Charles. It's a fact. This boy is going to go on because she's breastfeeding. She's feeding him well. She will feed him well. And any brothers and sisters that follow after him will have the same start in life. And that is what our kids should have had. And this is one big lie. And this boy is proof. He is absolute proof of health. Everything about him is perfect. And that's because you knew. We're talking about you. Yes, we are.
That chokes me up.
Yeah, it chokes me up a bit as well because it gives us so much joy to see a young mum like you that knows.
Well, I was watching Jenny McCarthy's story the other day, and I was like, I've watched a lot of mom's stories, and it chokes me up every time. What I felt for her was because she's a celebrity, people just brush her off like, oh, some crazy celebrity trying to propagandize whatever. But I watched her story and I thought about all the other moms, and I'm like, that could be my son. Like, if I didn't heed the warning of other mothers, if I didn't follow my own convictions when I, ask God to show me the best route for my child, then that could be my son. And unfortunately, back in the day, we didn't have access to all that we do now, and that's why a lot of us were vaccinated, but now we do. And I just think people don't realize all these mothers who truly care and just don't want the same thing to happen to other kids, and so.
Hear that cooing, peeps? Now, all your family and family friends and various other people, are they supportive of what you do?
My family is, because a lot of them know as well, and were part of what helped me to decide not to. Some of my friends, they know that I wouldn't say they're supportive, but they don't want to talk about it with me.
Do they have babies as well?
They do.
So they're not quite the ones that say, don't let your unvaccinated baby come around mine?
Thankfully I haven't run into that. They're pretty laid back, but they're...
You might want to think about keeping your baby away from them, especially if they've just recently been... But I'm not joking, I'm being serious.
I know. I've had that, my husband and I have had that discussion, but I just do my best to keep breastfeeding and keep his natural immunities growing. And
do you watch Dr. Suzanne Humphreys,
I do.
her YouTube? Keep watching those.
Yes, I have.
Go on her page, watch all of those, and her book hopefully will be out. I'm putting her under so much pressure, but then I keep making her look after Kent, so it's fair enough. Yes, you. Yeah, oh, that's scary. It's like, you want to bring it out, you want to fight.
You like her, huh?
I've completely lost this baby is really, I'm losing my concentration with this baby in front of me. So family members we were talking about. So some do, some don't. And what about your mum's friend? We're not going to mention her name. She's a doctor.
Yeah, there's a doctor that my mom knows who continuously argues about vaccines on Facebook. And
does she do it right directly to you?
Yeah, because my mom will share stuff sometimes, and she'll comment and I'll comment. And we get in arguments about it a lot. And she said that within 30 years of her career, she's never seen a vaccine injury, and I just told her she wasn't looking hard enough. And
she's lying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I told her.
You don't need to be a doctor, do you, peeps, to see vaccine injury?
No, I mean, and she, I've shared your all stories with her, and I hope that she's watched them, but I don't know if she has, but I do. I share the vax stories with her.
So does she think that he needs to be vaccinated?
Well, yeah. I mean, she posted a picture of her children the other day with Band-Aids, saying that they had just gotten their flu vaccines.
Vaguely, her children,
They're young. Yeah.
Well, sadly, it's going to be, she may end up being one of those doctors that sits one day on this bus and says, this is what I had, she has to live through it, and that's the thing, you won't. Because you are one clever lady. So were you clever in school? What's the deal?
I just like truth, and I don't care what the truth is. I just seek truth, and looking at the ingredient list, even before I knew really understood health, looking at the ingredient list, I'm like, well, that doesn't seem healthy. I don't look at that mercury and formaldehyde and think, oh, that's going to make me healthy. So it's just kind of, to me, looking at that, knowing I had some loving people show me that I needed to look at that. So I think I just trusted certain people in my life, and I did that, and I saw it. And I pray a lot, and I just have felt convicted about it. So yeah, I can't say that I can't really take credit for things that I know. I have really amazing people in my life who I trust, and who have shown me facts, and it made sense to me. It's just, to me, it was common sense what they were showing me. So I'm thankful for that.
So another pray big warrior mummy here. If you could put a quick prayer in at some point over the next 6 hours for a suitcase to arrive for Billy,
yeah.
I'd be really grateful. Yes, we would. We would very. Yeah, you dribble as much as you like. Hi. Yes, you are very cute. You're going to be the driver of this bus. Yes, you are. All right, any more questions? Let me think. With these unvaccinated stories, don't last very long because it is what it is. It is the same story over and over and over again. This study that we are doing, the people study for the people, is becoming extremely important the more we go on, because it is undeniable. It is night and day. It is black and white, and it's same story the whole time. This boy, has he had any ear infections? Has he had any antibiotics? Yes, see, we're talking about you. He's strong as anything. You are going to be walking very shortly.
He likes
Yes,
to go.
you are. Wow, anything else? Any advice? Give some advice to that young mum who literally has no idea, hasn't come across us, doesn't know.
Be confident in your motherly instincts. There's going to be times that you feel something and someone's going to tell you you're crazy, but you have those instincts for a reason, and you are the mom. Be confident in that. You are the mom, and you love them, your children, more than anyone ever could or ever will, and you're their only advocate. And just keep researching. If you're not comfortable, you don't know, keep researching. Don't make a decision until you are confident. And so that would be my advice to you.
Well, that's great advice, and he's a wonderful, wonderful boy. And you may be there tomorrow, yes?
Yes, I would love to have more. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, well, we'll see you tomorrow. Got a busy
Okay.
day tomorrow, haven't we?
Yes.
And you, we say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, you are the future. There you go, peeps. It's a fact.